cover with heroic pilot Dash Rendar and his booming Outrider. But can Han Solo be freed and Shizor be stopped? Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. Look for the authentic figures and vehicles from Kenner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, OG Star Wars, and this is OG Star Wars, and I'm happy to have you here with me. And this is going to be just a casual chat while I edit some of my art pieces that will be up for purchase, the prints, and even if you want the full-on original piece, they will be up for purchase on my website here. And I thought I'd just come and just chat with you guys. I haven't done this in a long time. And I thought I would try to do that while I edit this art here. So thank you guys for joining me as well. And I will try my best to go back and forth between the chat and my screen, my editing screen, so that I can, have a nice full-on conversation with you. And yeah, so first of all, I have my Yoda piece up here, and that piece that you see is basically the Yoda piece, and it's watercolor, and it got copied. I want to go ahead and decide if I want to have the background textured, if I want to smooth out the background and fill in any pieces or whatever that I feel that I need that maybe the paintbrush didn't cover on this type of paper. This paper is, I think it's a cold press type paper for watercolor, and sometimes watercolor doesn't fully fill in some certain areas. You have the grainy part depending on paper. This one is textured, so you can get smooth paper as well. So a little bit history there. So let me go ahead and take a look at the chat before we get started here. I know some of you guys are waiting for me already, and I appreciate that as well. And so we have Orange Hat Reviews here. I'm going to go ahead and just try to display. It's kind of, my internet has been crazy since we had this windstorm and stuff that went through where I live at. And I've been having problems, but thank you again, Orange Hat, for your continued support. He is a channel member. And we have Steven Saucedo. Thank you so much for coming in. Zaggerot315. Thank you as well. And let me see here. And Steve Kenobi says that, whoops, wrong one. I'm using my stylus pen on here, so I don't know why the screen is not. There we go. Nope, wrong one. Again, come on, work with me. Work with me. There we go. All right, and it jumped. Everything's jumping on me. And my cat's over here nudging me now. Come on, people. Come on, work with me. Work with me. Let's see here. Let's see how I could do this. I have my screen flipped around because my laptop that I use is also, it can be taken apart from the keyboard to be a pad for art and stuff. And it's not working for me here to allow me to display. Well, that's not cool. So I'm not going to display you guys then. I have another screen here I'm looking at here. So let me go ahead and say hello, Stig. He said he got unsubbed since last week. Yeah, you guys check it. That's very common with YouTube. So go check out all your favorite channels. Make sure you're still subbed. Make sure. And then I have the Canadian Collector. Hello, how are you doing? Logan just joined, just started Visions of the Future. Wow. Okay, so I'm going through that right now. I'm deciding if I'm going to clip any for EU Shorts, but I'm listening to the Audible. I think the Audible's unabridged. And yeah, so I like to take those clips and share with important clips that is really relevant to the lore or maybe to certain characters, and share them with you guys here on my channel. And just to get you excited about the book and picking it up and reading it. And that's the whole purpose of this channel right here. And then I have Tuscan Bob. Can you paint Yoda stabbing Grogu through the skull with his lightsaber? Oh my God, don't tempt me. You know how I feel about him. And I could just hear you laughing right now. Tuscan Bob, I can just hear you laughing right now about that. And then let's see. And I don't know why I said vision. Is that, yeah, visions of the future? Is that the one? It's fine. I knew what you said, unless that's not what you really meant. And then Orange Hat says, I am reading my book of Sith. Haven't read it since I got it a few years ago. That's amazing. And then a comleak in the Star Wars universe has a range of 50 kilometers, which means Bail should not be able to contact Kenobi unless Bail is on Tatooine too. plot hole. Well, I haven't really fully dissected any of those 2 episodes just yet. So yeah, I would like to know more about that and what happened with that. Was he talking with Bale through comlink from planet to planet? Is that what you're talking about, Stig? And the Logan says, yeah, I love the EU shorts. Thank you so much. And that's what they're all about. Some of them take off and get like 4K reviews or higher. Some of them don't even. And I think it just depends on the topic and if the people know the characters or what have you. And then let's see here. And then Soul Assassin's here. Thank you so much as well. And Tuscan Bob, of course, he's a channel member as well. And if you guys are a channel member attending live streams between now and July 1st, you will have a chance to win a copy of the Boba Fett painting that I'm going to be working on here pretty soon. So maybe I'll do a live stream while I work on that, just a casual chat. Maybe I'll combine my casual chat, Star Wars chat, with my painting sessions. That would be fun. So, but I need to get a better mic. I need to get a better setup. Really, I do. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and look at go to my editing screen and start editing. So here we go. Let me go ahead and work on this. All right. So there you go. So there it is. So you could see a little bit how it's textured and stuff, and how the image, how the painting, the canvas grip, collected the paint here. So I'm going to go ahead and use what is called healing. And I don't know why there is a line streak through here. This could have been the scanner, the printer, the scanner copier where I sent it to. So there you go. Ta-da! Isn't that, look at this magic right here. And the person who won a copy of this painting is Orange Hat Reviews. And so as soon as I get this off to print, I will be sending it. And oh shoot, and this is what happens when you go too far. It really basically, there we go. Yeah, got to be careful with that kind of stuff. Yeah, so this just goes in there and helps me correct any thing that I think is like a flaw, or I'm like, okay, the paper did not, or the color did not get into the paper. It did not grasp into the paper here. And that's not the words I'm trying to come up with, but I think you guys know what I mean here. Any, I guess you could say places where I thought I covered, that I thought that the ink, the pigment had absorbed into the paper. There you go. And see what happens there. So, so right now what I'm doing is calling healing. The tool is called healing, and that's just going over little blemishes and stuff like that, or what I don't. But with paintings, you still want to see, maybe some brush strokes, or like indication that it's a painting, especially when it is oil paint. I get into it where I want everything. Whoops, why did you switch like that? Why did you do that? I don't know why it turned white right there. That's odd. All right. So probably just picked up and wanted to copy another image there. So another thing here. But I like the textures. Watercolor doesn't give you the texture as much as oils or acrylics do. Let's see here. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat. Oh, Bahamut, thank you for coming in. And let's see here. Hit the like button. Yes, please do. Bahamut says, in regards to Jake Kenobi, why don't the Inquisitors kidnap Bail Organa to get to Obi-Wan? That's a good question. You would think that maybe, I don't know. I think it's very odd that the Inquisitor Reva was like, I'm going to look at the archives and figure out how I can find Kenobi. And this is the Imperial Archives, mind you, which means it used to be the Republic Archives. But my thing with that is, and if you guys agree with me or not, then let me know. My thing with that is that if she looked up anything regarding Obi-Wan in the archives, why didn't Vader pick up on that himself then? And you would think that would be something a priority, but whatever was in the archives regarding the Jedi and the Senate, doesn't mean like they're like, oh, they're friends. Okay, so let's go ahead and use that as a way to bait him. No, it would just be basically like business documentary where the Jedi worked with the Senate. The Senate, approved and disapproved. They elected or they voted on important situations when it came to the Clone Wars, etc. And when we see the movies, we do have Bell involved, highly involved, because he did care about what was going on with the galaxy, right? But there's also other senators. But because he's a main character that we see in the lore, of course he's going to be front and center, right? But that doesn't mean that Kenobi and Bail Organa were close. If anything, that closeness would be more or less Yoda with the senators and stuff. But of course, they're not going to focus on finding Yoda. No way, because that's not going to move the story for what they want with Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So that's what I think about that. I think that that was just a ploy to get to kidnap Leia, and in reality doesn't make too much sense. I mean it's questionable. When I say it doesn't make sense, it's questionable. When something is questionable in the plot or in the story, then I think that's where they kind of screwed up at. Let me see what the chat has to say here. Let's see here. The Jedi archives were destroyed right after episode 3. Yeah, the Jedi archives, but I think they said it was the Imperial archives, which means that would be Republic. But so it doesn't make sense. But even if it was the Jedi archives, the Temple archives, they wouldn't be like, oh, they're friends. They wouldn't be sharing like friendship relationships in there. They would only share anything that has to do with business wise or whatever, with what's going on between the Jedi and the Senate and what is relevant to their mission. Because there's a such thing as what you call attachment, right? So that's how I see that. you know. And then Bahamut says, as a matter of fact, wouldn't Vader go after Kenobi himself instead of sending some flunkies instead? You would think that he would be like intelligent enough to put two and two together himself, So, and I question why she was so obsessed with her. Why it's her instead of Vader. So there's a lot, like I said, when there's more questions to the story than you get with answers within the show. And mind you, I know they're only going to be six episodes, and they're going on the third one tonight. Then you have problems. You have huge problems. And when you have people basically saying, oh, well, this, what Leia said in her message to Kenobi, her pleading message to Kenobi about helping her father, that just opens up the door for any interpretation. And they're going with all these lines that they say that open up interpretation. It could mean anything, where in fact, when you think about it, George only focused on his trilogies, right? So there's only 2. So if he thought there was going to be anything else he was going to do, then yes, I would probably say it would be open-ended. And I think that a lot of the lines would be different than what we see now, because his intention was only the OT and the PT, nothing in between, other than having the licensing department allow and bring in authors who did get approved by George, and they also either worked with George, or he gave input on the plots or what characters couldn't die, and novels that he wanted versus novels that he said, nope, you can't publish them, because basically it's his story, it's going to reflect his story, it's going to reflect the lore of his story. So if he really wanted it to mean something else from what Leia said in that message of pleading message to Obi-Wan, then it would be different. But when you listen to that message, it basically, she talks to Obi-Wan as if she only knows of him rather than knows him. There's a huge difference, and I think that's where they misunderstand. I think people these days misunderstand the context. They just want everything spoon-fed to them and told them like specifically. they are too lazy to put two and two together. They have to have it spoon fed to them, like, oh yeah, we fought on Mustafar, or oh yeah, it's when you saved me 10 years ago or 9 years ago or whatever. So I mean, you just gotta, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Let me see what you guys have to say. Orange Hat Review says, one specific line that Reva said is a major problem. She says, while talking to bounty hunters, he fought alongside her father in the war. People think it's about Bail. He didn't fight in the war. That's the thing. I don't think they knew how to word that. So when you listen to that, and I agree, it sounds like more like Anakin than Bail. And so it leaves questions. What were they thinking of? What were they exactly thinking of during that time? Oh shit, I didn't like that. I might have to leave that the way it is, and that's okay. So it sounds very much like Anakin more than it does Bail. And Bail did not fight in the war. But Leia also says, like, you fought along or served you in the Clone Wars. And that is right. In the fact, because Bail Organa is a senator, and they, like I said, the senators were the ones that helped, I guess you say, in a sense, lead the war, had a lot of say in the war and what's going on and where they needed to be, and all that, so that was the most important thing, is that they made those important decisions on that. Hello, Yoda. How are you doing? All right. So I don't know if I want to leave this textured or not. Let me see, like the right here in the dark shading. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here. Let me see. Yeah. So I did ink, and I might go back and ink it one more time and have it scanned, or I might just leave it as is. We'll see. But so I used the micron pins for this to ink it, and then I used watercolor and cold press. So here we go. Let me see what you guys have to say here. La-da-da-dee-dee. Okay, so Soul Assassin says, question. I saw IGN video how Tamora Morrison explaining what it was like wearing clone armor for the first time. I thought he wore actual armor in the movies, didn't he? Yeah, he actually wore, yeah, I think he did. I have to go back and rewatch that. So if anybody knows, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think he did wear some as another trooper in the Attack of the Clones or something shortly after. I'm not too for sure. I have to go back and watch that. But the clone armor isn't very different than Mandalorian, although the body's fully covered. Mandalorian armor doesn't fully cover. So that's the difference there. That's the difference. So there we go. Okay. I don't want to do too much with the lighting around the saber. So I'm just going to leave that. So I like to go in here and clean up my art before I have it to print, and then later on, if I feel I need to go and take the brush back over the original piece, then I will do that as well. So this gives me a clear perspective on what I need to do for the piece here and what I need to touch up with the brush as well. So there we go. Let's see here. And then I can change the size. So I'm going to change the size here because this size matter not. I know I had to go there. Size matters not. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So let me see what you guys have to say, because I want to keep this conversation going, because it's always fun to just discuss and, and go over and critique, continuity. And even if we critique the original EU continuity, that's fine, because that's a fun topic. That's what we do as Star Wars fans, right? We talk about what we love. We also talk about what we see that are discrepancies, as well as that are, amazing, in between. And people who criticize the Disney shills who criticize, basically they think that we're just one-minded, but they're not here with us when we have conversations about the overall lore. And also talking about discrepancies and, maybe even some lines in the PT, even though we may love the PT, we still acknowledge that, okay, well, yeah, that line could have been better, but they're, like I said, not around for those important talks. So they just assume. Let's see here what you guys have to say. And I have 8 of you guys in the chat with me. So thank you guys for hanging out. This was impromptu. And I'm so happy that you guys are here with me. Let's see here. Let's see here. Whoopsie, I was trying to share from my other screen, but I can't. She never said you helped my father. She said you served. Yeah, that's why I corrected myself on that. Bell older looking in Kenobi than he was in Rogue One. Laugh out loud. I noticed that. And then now you have to believe that Kenobi is going to significantly age between then and A New Hope. You would think that he would be more gray right now than he was when I first seen him in Revenge of the Sith. Because even like 3 years, because it's so close to the Rebels cartoon, so even within 3-4 years, because that's how the distance I researched that between Rebels and Kenobi show, even the 3 years that passes between them, he's significantly gray there too. So what are they going to do? Are we going to see them age Kenobi significantly just before our eyes? Well, before your guys' eyes if you're watching, because I'm not, but I will see the pictures, so I guess that still makes sense. I will still see the pictures. So let's see here. So are they going to plan on giving him something so dramatic or traumatic that he's going to age so quickly? Whoopsie. I don't want that there. There we go. So who knows? Let's see here what you guys have to say. Yeah, and he says in the movies he wore mocap suits, especially when it came to clone armor, that is. He did as Django, Soul Assassin. Oh, it's a mocap suit. I thought it was a full suit like his Mandalorian armor. And then Baumat says, where's ATST used in the late stages of the Clone Wars? I'm asking because it mentioned mentioned in the Revenge of the Sith novel. I don't. It may have. We start seeing a lot of technology being, advanced during that time frame. So it's very, very interesting. Okay, let's see here. Do I like that? No, I don't. I might keep that then. I just don't like the bleed. Whoops. I don't know what's going on there. Stop it. Okay. And when you do watercolor, sometimes it bleeds over a little tiny bit, but you can correct it by getting a wet brush and going over it again. So sometimes you notice it right off, sometimes you don't. So that's why I'm here doing some corrections here. No, I don't need that. Thank you. All right. And watercolor is so fun because you can do so much with it artistically as well as oil. Oil paints are my favorites to use, though. That's my utmost favorite. I just love it because it takes a while to dry, so it gives me time to blend or correct, to add, whatever. So acrylic, not so much. So, and they dry quick, so I'm like, nope. So, whoopsie. There we go. All right, let me see what you guys have to say. This is, do you have the original 2005 DVDs? I really want to get them for the BTS Future. I No, but I do have original OT VHSs. The ones that, oh damn it, the ones that are not the original, they don't have any special edition edits to them, and so those I have. And those I love. But I don't mind the special edits. I understand the direction George Lucas was going with that. And it's not going to let me. Okay, I'm going to have to leave that one alone. That's okay. Texture and stuff. That's what that's about. All right. So I love what George was doing with them. I understood. And I loved most of it. I understand people's love of Han shooting first. And so I get that some people were turned off by that decision from George, and I respect that. I do. What's going on here? What was I doing right there? Did I miss a spot there? I don't know. All right. So I understand that and respect that, even though I'm like okay with it. As an artist, I understand we always critique our own stuff. We're always feeling that we're never done, never satisfied. And then with technology advancing as it did, I can understand why George went in there and decided to make some changes. I do. But fans, we are fans, like they say, Jedi, there's, attachment issues. Fans are like so attached to the beauty of the original that, they want to keep that. And I understand that as well. Let me see if I can get that scanning streak out of there. That sucks. Okay, it's going to let me. There we go. There we go. Awesome. It's going to be a little apparent here and there. Okay. And I can even erase like any type of like pencil marks. So I do lightly sketch with pencil before I ink. And I might go over this with a light, the pencil on my my device here to make some of the pencil or the ink parts more apparent, but we'll see. And I hate what happened here. There we go. Awesome. Let me see what you guys have to say. Let's see here. The special editions were George trying to achieve his original vision. Correct. And that's why I said that. And then he also has a chance to link the PT with the OT with some of that. So let me know what you guys think. And, even if you don't agree with me and you don't care much for the special editions, I understand, but I just like to hear your voices because, we all have our own reasons why we love Star Wars, why we got into Star Wars, all of that. And I like to hear it. I like to hear all about it. And then we'll discuss a little bit more about the Kenobi show as well and other things. Whoopsie. Okay, that's not going to work. I just want to keep the shade dark there while correcting. It's not going to go for me. Darn you. Darn you. Look at his face. I just love his face. Okay, it's not going to let me scroll down. It's thinking right now. So let me let it catch up with the program, catch up with me. All right, let's see what you have to say. Hit the like button if you want OG to watch the Kenobi show. Hell no. No. You guys could, I watch, reviews, whether you like it or not. I'll watch the good reviews, bad reviews, because I like to form an opinion like based on both. And but I won't watch the show. So, but please still hit the like button. And I love his little sinister face there. Let's see here. The special editions were George trying. Yeah, I read that. I love the special editions. I do not like Vader screaming no before killing Palpatine, though. Like I said, I get what he was doing there. Trying to add some dramatic essence to it. But yes, that was kind of off. Okay, so what are you doing? I want my healing brush back. Thank you. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. What are you doing, you son of a... I just want to... Okay. Okay, so it wants to mess with me right now, and that's fine. Like I said, this is going to be adventure, both of us. Oh, it says that I was texting. No, I don't want to text on there. Let's go ahead and delete that layer. There we go. Now I'm back. Now I'm back where I need to be. All right. So there we go. Back on track. Yeah. So how many of you in the chat has read, and I know there's a few of us here, so thank you guys so much. How many of you guys read the Kenobi book, and what'd you think about the Kenobi book? Logan says, what are your thoughts on Star Wars Theory on YouTube? You know what? I don't really watch him. I don't. He's got his own flavor. He's got his own thing, and I just don't watch. So I think he sits in between. He wants it to be good. Then it's not. And so he reports on that, which is fine. We all have stuff to say about Star Wars, right? But nah, not a fan. Not a fan. And if you like him, go support. Go support. I'm going to go ahead and get that piece of hair out of there. And I just don't care to watch. I just don't care. Okay. There you go. All right. And you know what I like to do? I love painting sabers. I learned that when I painted my first two sabers. My first, because I did Mara Jade painting. and I painted her with Anakin saber in front of Coruscant backdrop. And I really, really, really learned I like to paint metal, and I like to paint the glowy part. I like to paint the glowy end of the saber. Yeah, so I really like doing that. It's satisfying to me. So I'm glad you guys are all here just listening to me talk random about Star Wars and painting and all that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. And those who won, Orange Hat won a copy of this Yoda painting, and Magneto Alex won a copy of the Quinlan Voss one called Son of Kifu. And so I'm cleaning these up so I can get them sent to print, so I can get them sent off to you, since I'm like running on Indian time. I apologize. Just prior events in my life had me just pause a lot of things. And so I apologize, but they are going to come to you. So thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. I do. And the last person who won too as well was Miss Smart Muses. She won the Mistress of Rat Attack. And then Orange Hat Review, I think, purchased the a painting of Mistress of Rat Attack, and she's my absolute favorite one I did so far. But I'm excited to finally get Boba Fett going and share that with you. And Slave One's going to be behind him instead of a planet, so this is going to be a very unique one. And I think it's a great way to represent him, because Slave One basically was his home, always has been his home. Although he was born, or created on Camino, that's always been his home. And then, of course, being Mandalore, and spending a lot of time on the planet, his home has always been Slave One to me. And I think it's a great way to honor him and his legacy by doing that. So I have an idea what I'm going to do. And so I'll go with that. So I can't wait. And if you guys like these casual streams where I'm chatting with you and editing or painting my art, I think I'll do that regularly, just to do something random and different with you guys. And maybe it'll be an opportunity for you guys to earn something too, whether you're a subscriber or a member. But I encourage you, if you have the means to support, to become a member of my channel, because part of the perks, and I haven't done a channel member only live stream in a very, very long time. Part of that, you can earn a print of one of my collection I'm putting together, Star Wars collection. And I don't know how many I'm going to go through and create, but I think this is just a good way to give back to you guys for your continued support and my gratitude towards you guys. And then if you're a channel member, you get 10% off any prints that you purchase off of my gallery on my website. And so I just think that's just an added bonus for you guys as well. So I greatly appreciate all of you guys. Let me go ahead and see what you guys have to say. Logan says, I want to get Kenobi, but I'm not buying Legends edition of books. The Kenobi hardcover is very expensive. Yes, and it's the only one. You have to buy it in hardcover. The paperback basically is what is that? There we go. The paperback is basically has the Legends print because of when it was published and the time frame it was published. Now I'm going through any kind of little dust that may have happened when it was getting printed, or little mishaps I'm getting off the paper here, trying to make it just pure, just the item there, just the image. So cleaning it up, and this is what I mean, cleaning it up is going over there and maybe going over spots that weren't filled in successfully, any dust particles that were on here, and all that. And then I will send it off. There we go. Let me see how far I've gone. Let me see if I'm satisfied with this. Oopsie. think I'll leave it somewhat textured like it is. I think it just adds characteristic, but I'll go through it a little bit more. Let's see here. Soul Assassin says, I don't want anything or need anything. If I'm glad just helping channels I like grow. Thank you, Soul Assassin. And yeah, you're being so humble. But, I just like to return the favor as well as, for being a mod. Those who mod and take their time out. Because I don't ask you. You guys do it just because you enjoy the channel. And I get that. I get that. And that's just me. That's just how I am. A way of giving back. A way of giving back. Let me see here. I think I'm pretty much happy with this now. Like I said, I might go through with a pin. Let me see if I want to. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. So let me go ahead. I want to get one of those, I forgot what it's called, but it's strictly a pad to do art, and I forgot the name of it. It starts with a W, so I can't really think of it right now, but I really want to get one of those because it's strictly just for that. And then the whole screen is covered, and I just tap on a certain little tiny box and all my tools come up and stuff. Waycam, I think it is. I could be wrong. I could be off on that. Let me see here. Let me change the color here. Let's see here. Black. Here we go. And then here's the pin, the size. And so like I would go through and just ink it out like that. You see here, I'm just going to do a small portion, and it might be just a little bit, and I can go back and shadow if I need to. So I don't like that. And how I have my pad here, it's leaning to the side a little bit. So usually I have it in my hand or flat on a surface. So let's see here if I like that. I'm going to go ahead and scan out of that. Maybe I will do certain areas. Maybe I'll leave it. So what do you guys think? You can see the dark lines there for the ink outline. Do you think I should not ink it and leave it as is so that you could tell it's there just for definition, but it's not fully outlined? Let me see what you guys have to say. Orange Hat, or let's see here. Orange Hat says, I support the humble ones, hence my stay humble mantra. And then the Basco scenario. Hey, hello. How are you doing? And thank you for tuning in. This is just a casual Star Wars chat, news, whatever we want to talk about. And while I edit my art here. And let's see here. And open airlock policy. Well. And he says, someone was talking trash in another chat about our opposition to the prequel hate narrative. Oh, I want to hear all about that. I do. And I am curious about that. And then Orange Hat says no dark outline. I think I am not going to go it that way either. And then looks nice in my honest opinion. All right. And then, so I want to know all about that. Let me go ahead and just take those. Whoopsie, get out of my way. There we go. Take that off there. I think I am happy with that now. Like I said, I want to keep some texture in the background. I really do. And I'm happy with the saber. Yoda saber wasn't as shiny as some of the hilts, like the hilts part wasn't as shiny as others. So I'm just going to leave it as is. Of course, like I said, this basically has watercolor and gouache. And what gouache is basically the same as watercolor, but it's more opaque. And you can treat it just like watercolor by adding water to it and making it more translucent and stuff. So it's very fun to use, like I said. But watercolor, just like acrylic, dry faster, but you could still manipulate it with water to move in and blend and stuff. So you have that at least. So I don't mind that. All right. So I think I am happy with this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and scan on his face, and then we're going to move on to Quinlan Voss. So let me see what the chat is chatting about here. So open airlock policy is basically just saying hello to everyone, another channel member there as well. And let's see here. Oh yeah. I'm going to zoom in on Yoda's face. He looks friggin' menacing here. He looks like he's getting ready for some biz going on here. Okay, let's see here. And you guys are seeing me in my element, man. I really get into my art. It's like almost like meditation to me sometimes, and that's just how I describe it for myself. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah. And then, like, for example, I can, on this program, I can do special effects on here. Like, let me see if it's going to apply. Are you not going to apply to this? Oh, it's thinking. Okay. It's got to catch up with me. Sometimes I go too fast. So I could do stuff like this. See this? Look at that. Freaking looks badass. So I can go and edit these and make different type of prints. Look at that. Watch. I'm going to zoom out. Look at that. Doesn't that look badass? I mean, I think it does. It's got texture and stuff, and it looks like something that, was done on a burlap in monotone. Let's see here. And let's see, Soul Assassin, you guys are chatting away here. GB Lukey, I see you're in here too, I believe. Yes, hello, hello. Thank you guys, and thank you guys for your support. So what do you guys think about this as well? Like I said, I can do different styles in here. I can keep it original. I can, add different effects and filters and styles on here. And I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, it does, huh? It looks cool. Although they have flaws, I think 1 through 6 are all amazing films. They do have some flaws here. Not it's just the way it is, but it doesn't hurt the plot. There's a difference with flaws if they hurt the plot versus if they don't. And there goes again, if you guys haven't heard me announce this before, I live on a reservation and we don't really have any DMV laws here. And so we have quads like zooming by. My art studio is not soundproof, as you can tell. So there we go. Stunning and brave, Megatron. Hey, what's up? Yoda's about to slice someone for cutting a line in Dexter's Diner. Oh, I love your story. And then let's go ahead and just take a look at another thing here. And I can, like I said, I can add different filters, like this one right here. Oh man, his eyes look freaking crazy here. It looks like they're gonna pop out of his face. No, thank you. And it's so fun to see how well the art is made. I'm like not trying to brag about anything, but when you do filters and stuff like that, so you can see like this one right here. This one is called Smudge, and I think that looks pretty cool. The saber really looks really bright here. Let's see here, and so there's different ways I can approach this art, and I can make different types of prints. Different types of styles. Yeah, so it's just fun. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like smearing him. Let's see him in this smear. Like he's moving around. No, you're not going to smear? Motion blur? No? Okay. This is nope. We're not going to do motion blur with Yoda. Not today. All right, so let's see here. All right. I think I am okay with that now. I don't want to do like smooth his face out too much. I think I want to leave some kind of texture maybe. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Whoa, I like the colorless version. Yeah, isn't that cool? Maybe I'll make choices. Like you can get the original and you can get a colorless one. Let me see here with this burlap. I went ahead and pressed on it again. What I call the burlap one. Come on. Oh, it's thinking right now. My program wants to slow down. Like this one right here. That's pretty cool. That'd be cool on a t-shirt or something, right? And now I'm also going to take him out of the background so I can put him on t-shirts or put him elsewhere. And I'll go ahead and digitally paint his lightsaber to full version for that. So, like I can go ahead and make those artistic choices just like George Lucas did for situations and stuff. And again, you don't have to like the special editions. I get it. I understand his choices and I understand your guys's as well if you don't like it. And here is the like a oil pastel one here. Very different, very unique right there. I can talk about this all day with you guys. Honestly, I can nerd out about painting and Star Wars all in the same breath on this live stream with you. I'm just having a great time. And then just go ahead before I move on to Quinlan Vos. I'm just going to see what this looks like here. Oh, damn. All right. So this one's called Bloom Effect. That's freaking crazy. So see, there's different little scenarios of different little things I can do here. And one more. just exploring my program with you. I mean, I've had this for a long time, and I also have Adobe Illustrator too, which I can paint on as well, but I just like this one better. And you are thinking right now, okay, let's see here what you guys chat about. Logan, do your kids like Star Wars too, or is it only you? They love Star Wars. They grew up on Star Wars. Yoda, judge me by my art. Do you? Hello, Christopher Barker. How are you doing? Marcos A. Good evening. Just joining the live stream. Thank you so much. And this thing doesn't want to. It's still thinking about. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know why it decided to pause like that. And then real Star Wars too. Yeah, and there we go. So I could do something like this where it's just a red effect, but you don't see the the lightsaber. Really, you don't see that. But like I said, it's so amazing what I can do with these apps or with these effects and styles and stuff. So let me see here. Let me go back to the face real quick, and then we'll move on to Quinlan, because he is one that I really want to work on and get done, because I really put a lot of heart and soul into that. Yoda I did too, but he was fairly easier, I think. Let's see here. Woo! Awesome. I can straighten that out. Woo, look at this. How fun this is. Oh my God. It's like I'm painting all over again. Sticker. Yeah, that is a sticker. That's cool. And then let me see. Christopher Barker, sorry, just got done with dinner for a Jedi. It's time to eat as well. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. And thank you guys for just hanging out with me and bullshitting with me. There we go. Let's see here. All right, I think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm happy with the way it looks for print. Let me go ahead and get this little white spot out of here. He's not white, he's green. Oh boy. What do you guys think about this whole arc of Lucasfilm, Disney, Star Wars really targeting fans right now? And I think Open Airlock Policy did share Ewan McGregor talking about that in his car. He had himself a car video. And he was like basically trying to shame the fans or the critics for talking about Ingram's character. Yes, there were some DMs that happened, and that shit happens all the time. I do get some crazy DMs, but it doesn't mean that, that I'm going to go ahead and cry about it. Oops, nope, I want that to stay there. There is some sort of racism in life, some way, shape, or form. No, it's not good. But that very low percentage does not represent the whole entire fandom. Especially, I'm going to say this, especially as fans that have basically been with the franchise for a very, very, very long time. And I think they are targeting us. They want to make us look bad. That's what I think. I've seen it coming when they started saying, "Oh, the PT, the fans really didn't like it, and finally we're getting fans that do." Blah 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 blah, going on and on about that. I think this is all a setup for whatever reason. I smell a rat. I smell a mouse behind this. I do. I smell a mouse, and that shit stinks. It sure does. That shit stinks. All right, I think. No, I want to keep those little marks there. I think it just adds a little bit of texture in his aging forehead. In Yoda's ancient aging forehead. His wizened forehead. There you go. Oh, nope, I don't. No, yours is supposed to stay dark. Let's see here. And I'm going to see what chat has to say. Retarding cars. Oof. And then Soul Assassin says, it's just a distraction to cover for the shit show of Kenobi. And then Stig goes on, McGregor is fine with working for a company that films movies next to a active concentration camp, though. There you go. And then Open says, I'd recommend my podcast on New Jedi Order with Kennel at Logan, but but there's way too many F-bombs. That's a good podcast as well. And our podcast about Revenge of the Sith novel too. Both are amazing. And then I think that what did you and Matt Wilkins talk about? Was it the Lando one? The Lando trilogy, that's another good one, but all of it's good. Go grab. Okay, you're not going to let me correct you. I'm just going to leave you alone for now because I don't have patience for you. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and save this real quick just so that, there we go. I'll save it as PDF or yes. All right, yeah, so go ahead and watch all of them. Grab your refreshments, all of that, and watch all of them. Okay, so let's go to Quinlan. So here we go. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys, look at this. Okay, I'm not trying to make it go zoom in and out like I'm trying to do an effect here. Look. But yeah, so go watch all the podcasts, grab your refreshments, hunker down, especially when you're just like getting ready to just relax for the day and you have nothing to do, nothing planned. Grab a cold one, and listen, take notes, get inspired to read those books. And yeah, it's all inspiring. It's all like just a bunch of knowledge with them too, because when you hear the podcast, we refer to like whoever Tim Open Airlock Policy interviews. There's a lot of EU references in there, our continuity references in there, linking back to various timelines and stuff. So it's very informative, you guys. So if you really, really want to nerd out on Star Wars, the true canon, go check out the podcast. And again, channels like mine, his, Matt Wilkins, all of that, to really get into the EU. And especially when you get tired of hearing all this sucky news about the direction Star Wars is going, check it out. Yeah, daily. There you go. Let's see here. Oh, you guys really jumped on here. 17 of you guys in here. I hate how mainstream Star Wars has gotten. It's because the Big Bang Theory, says Soul Assassin. I did like some of the shows of the Big Bang Theory, if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, it's I don't know, the direction that everything is going. It's just, I don't know. Will it ever course correct? Who knows? Let's see here. Kenobi says Mega Random gave them all the ammo they will ever need. Last night she checkmate her own cause. I've kind of seen the backlash to what she did. I didn't watch, and I don't want to watch. And then Christopher Barker says, I think it's dumb for a fan to assume Lucasfilm is generalizing all Star Wars fans as a racist. Well, that's what's going on. I was a target of that. And I wasn't even talking about Ingram. I was a target of that. Isn't that crazy? I was just making notes, just calling out the BS, what Lucasfilm is and Star Wars is setting up, preparing for fans to critique Ingram. And I was just calling that out. And all of a sudden, I'm a white racist. I am a freaking white racist. Like overnight, my ethnicity changed because all according to someone who has shit takes. Yes, I said it, shit takes, so, but that's what's going on now. That's what's going on. All right, so let's see. Marco says, I really miss when TV shows and movies were just pure entertainment. Right. And then Galadorn too. Hello. The celebration streams were hard to sit through. So much virtue signaling. Oh my God. I know. I browsed through some of them. Then I gave up. I'm like, I'm done. But I did decide to watch the Filoni interview. Oh my God. That guy. Hush. Yeah. I hope we get to talk about it on spacing because there's a lot to say about that. There's a lot to cover about that. The same old BS plus more with that man. So stay tuned. And then let's see here. And then Christopher Barker says, if a Star Wars fan feels attacked by a tweet condemning racism, you're the one Lucasfilm is referring to. And then let's see here. I know Mecca, she just really just done herself in or whatever. It's her opinion, yes, but that basically isn't sitting too well with a lot of people. Let's see here. And the Sentinel, hello, how are you doing? I am scrolling down, you guys. I have 15 of you beautiful souls in here with me. I'm going to get going on the Quinlan Voss painting here, but let me just catch up with you guys here on what you guys are talking about. Did I say fan? I meant normie. There you go. And let's see here. Nice Sator profile soul. Yes. And let's see here. Normies are the ones cheering for Disney Star Wars. Normies are cancer to the franchise. And then let's scroll down. Whoo, whoo, whoo. OG, be proud that you're the top 3 people that triggered the Disney shills. It's, I think I'm outdoing myself here. I get the blocks. I do. I get the blocks on Twitter. And now I'm a top 3. I don't know if I should celebrate that or not. I don't know. What do I win? What do I win? Filoni killed Star Wars. KK just let him do it. No, he killed it and she's beating the horse now. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. All right. So he killed it and she is now playing with that corpse. And that's all I'm going to say. You guys could take it as you want, as you wish, with that verbiage that I gave you. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and scroll down. I'm going to start in the corner here. I just like looking at, oh, no. Oh, that looks pretty cool too, but I'll show you guys later, like the whole thing. Let's see here. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So I'm just going to go here. See, his hair back here is not catching any light. If you could see it on his side here where I'm drawing at. So you're still going to see the texture of the hair, but you're not going to see like the color reflections or anything like that. There's a lot behind art. It's fun. You look really like, as an artist, I see shapes, texture, color, all of that. And I also look for the undertones of color. So like if you have a color red, but it has like a cool undertone, doesn't mean it's purple, but it has a cool undertone. Then I try to mix and match when I paint so that it reflects that undertone. And yeah, it's just fun. I don't know. That's just the best way I can describe it. It's just fun to create, to draw, to paint. I even like Copic markers and doing that. And one of my R2D2 Copic markers drawing got sold already, like a while back. I sold that sucker for $70. That one. It was just like a little small 8x10 one, quick sketch that was in my my art journal, basically. Let me see what you guys have to say here. Original gangsta at triggering the shills. I guess so. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say like, like what would I say? Res life? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, because I can't say like hood or gangsta. So I don't know. I'm living on the res here. So I don't know what kind. It could still probably be gangsta, maybe. I don't know. But you can refer to that video that of open airlock policies where I came looking like a gangsta with my hat, my blue shirt, all of that, my braids. That was fun. Logan says, I just got brother into the EU. Oh, I just got Y brother into the EU, or I'm probably saying my brother into EU, though the audiobooks are through the audiobooks. He's already listening to Thrawn Trilogy and loves it. Yes, Thrawn Trilogy, basically, and I hope it's the Heir to the Empire one or Empire, and not the new one. But yeah, that's a fun to go through. And then yeah, now I see that. Disney apologist am I? Would a Disney apologist criticize the bounty hunters who have struggle catching child Leia? Oh my God. What do you guys think about that? Those who know and seen it, what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about her sensing Obi-Wan's thoughts as well at that age? Let me know. Because I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know what. Oh, now you're gonna let me. What you thought about that? Do you think it breaks continuity? Do you think it like kind of breaks her arc in the OT where she's discovering who she is? So let me know. Let me know. I'm not going to tell you what to think, so I want to know from. Let's see here. Show. Oh, I can't. So mods want to get that and let Sentinel and Studying Brave. There you go. Because I'm not looking at my main screen. I am looking at another screen that I'm not logged into, so I can't approve anything right now. So mods, thank you for having my back here. You guys are amazing. Let's see here. Let's see here what you guys say. Logan, wait, no, there, Christopher, I read that one. Let's see here. It's effing, fucking retard. And then Stunning Brave says looks retard. And yeah, you guys were getting blocked because of the word retard. And then Stunning Brave says they're gonna use this to justify why they named Kylo Ben. Yep, that's exactly what that is about. And so for those people who are saying that they're gonna retcon the sequel trilogy, no, they're not. They're tying this to it. I don't like how this one's going. Let me see. I'm gonna make this bigger. That's what he said. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, so they're just going to keep everything. They're tying everything in. They're not really stepping away from the Skywalker saga, because if they were, they wouldn't even be doing a show about Kenobi, because that is Link and we have Vader there. So I don't understand. Then they're announcing they are going to do some more stuff. So who knows when it comes to the Skywalker saga. So who knows? Let's see here. I don't know. I think that the shading in here with Quinlan Voss's shirt and the texture, I think, whoops, I really like, and I just screwed it up now because I went there. There we go. But I think I really like how that turned out. So let me see here. Jake Kenobi leads to Jason Solo. There we go. Not surprised. Christopher Barker says everything leads to the sequels. Correct. And then Logan says, I love Luke naming his son Ben. It makes way more sense, nothing less. And Ben Skywalker is such a cool character, unlike Kylo Rat. Yeah, I mean, it's all preference there, you guys. I mean, it's when you look at the whole thing, it goes beyond just the continuity be broken. It goes on. It goes beyond that. It goes on with how bad the continuity was destroyed, how much they tried, and you can notice how much they tried, and it just ruins. I mean, there's so many directions you can go with this critique against their own lore. And people think, like Disney fans, like those Disney shills, if you critique, you are racist. And that's what Disney set up right now. Any critique, you are racist. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're just being genuine and just critiquing the character, or even an actor's ability. You can critique an actor's ability. There's no problem with that, because that's just part of the thing there. Like that's like with my art. You can critique me on my art. We grow from that, right? We grow from that, but there's always going to be critiquing of something. Like when you're at a job, you get critiqued. Oh shit. For what you do, like your experience and stuff. And it's just part of life. Grow that thick skin. That's all I got to say. Grow the thick skin, and deal with it. Basically, deal with it. But this is what Disney did. They're setting everybody up. They're setting people up to be critiqued like they are, or not critiqued. Sorry, get criticized as racists as they are. And I think that they are full of shit for it. I really do. I disagree. I fully disagree. I fundamentally disagree with that direction they went. And hell no, I'm not going to support that. I ain't going to fucking support that. Because when you have fans attack other fans, no matter which direction it is, and you're the company or you're behind it, you're a fucking asshole. Sorry, you are a fucking asshole. And you deserve the backlash you're going to get from it. You do. You deserve the repercussions that you're going to get from it. I don't care who you are. Now, will they get backlash from that? Maybe a little bit. Is it going to affect them? No. They're a corporate that basically is a monopoly. They have so much into the entertainment pool. It's not going to affect them. It's not going to affect them. And the more fans cater to that kind of mentality, the more they're going to use it, the more apparent you're going to see it's going to be used. And it's just going to be this like abusive, vicious cycle. Now, how does one get out of a vicious cycle? By finally recognizing and get the fuck out of there. Getting the hell out of that. getting the hell out of that abusive cycle, right? And so this is why I tell the fans, don't stop supporting. Stop supporting. If you are pissed off about what was said and done already, stop supporting. Don't watch anymore. Don't support. If you It's like you're getting slapped in the face while you hand in the money and you don't care. It's like that's the best way I can explain it. You're getting the fuck knocked out of yourself while you're handing them your money and they're just laughing at you. They're just laughing at you and taking your money. That's all what this is about. I mean, it's your choice. This is just how I see it. Honestly, this is just how I see it. You are allowing yourself to continue to be abused, even though you don't like it. Quit giving them the money. Quit supporting that shit. It takes a while for someone to get out of abusive relationship. Sometimes it takes a cycle or two, a few rounds of abuse, and that's just fact. But and abuse is verbal abuse, and this is what's going on. Disney's verbally abusing you guys, our people. All right, so let's see here. Let me see what you guys have to say because I went on to an emotional rant. If I didn't critique my own art, I'd have never been able to grow. Correct. And Christopher, that was Sunny and Brave. And Christopher Barker, Reva will suffer the same fate as the second sister in Jedi Fallen Order. If the rumors are true, Vader will kill her. Let's see here. Soul Assassin says, Furloni, pretty thick, but I don't think he can take any criticism. No, he can't. And Tuscan Bob says, can we get a painting of Jedi Johnny Depp force pushing Inquisitor Amber Heard off a cliff? Maybe. I'm kind of inspired by that too. And then let's see here. What else do you guys have to say? Christopher Barker says, Alora, thoughts on the Black Fleet Crisis as I found the third novel? I liked it. I rather like the story. It's not one of my favorites, but I liked it. So I would get it even to add to the collection. Read it, form your own opinion, and add it to your collection. Even those books like Crystal Star, which is the one that always gets the worst critique. It's like majority of the fan base did not care for that. Still add it to your collection. Might as well save it because you never know when they're not going to be print anymore. Never know. Sunny Brave says, I'm drawing a NSFW X-Men Rogue. Oh, cool. And Christopher says, Alora is pretty thick. Well, thank you so much. If that's a compliment, I guess. Yeah. I'm guessing it is. I'm pretty thick. Yeah. So like I said, you guys, don't give them the time in our day anymore with like paying for services, watching or what have you. I mean, seriously, if you do not agree with them, don't support. Obviously, you're curious and want to know the direction everything's going to be taken with the lore and what have you. I understand that as well. So there you go. But that's just how I feel right now. I think right now we're in the stage of abuse where it comes to, and I'm not trying to say we're victims, but this is just mirrors that. I know a lot of you guys are like F victim mentality, and I agree with you because in order to heal from something, you have to step out of that victim mentality and move forward. That's just how healing begins, right? And so get out of that and look at the bigger picture. Look at it, and see. I know everybody wants good Star Wars. I understand that. Everybody wants good Star Wars. They want to see it get better, all of that. But is it really going to get better after all this? How many times, how many shows, how many movies do we have to see to realize that it's probably not? It's probably not. How many times do we have to witness that? Let me see how far I can scan this in here. Oh goodness, look at that. That is friggin' amazing. Look at that. You could see all the brush strokes, everything on there. But like I said, you do what you want to do for yourself too. I'm just giving advice. I'm just like, hey, this is what's going on. This is how I see it and all that. So I can't talk. Text me. All right. So yeah, so just this, form your opinion. Listen and then form your opinion where you want to be because it's your money. Maybe I should have left that in there because it's texture. There we go. I don't want to remove too much texture from the planets because they are relatively rocky and stuff. I'm just trying to correct some scenarios here. Yeah. Let's see here. Ancient One, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I have 20 likes. Thank you guys so much. This is an impromptu stream. And Stig says, Star Wars can't get better until Disney Star Wars gets decanonized, which will not happen. Some people agree it probably needs to stop. It needs to die. It needs to be sold. What have you? Sometimes the reboots are the production needs to stop for a decade for things to be clear or whatever. Let me see here. We see her. Tuscan says, Star Wars can't get better, period. It must be thoroughly destroyed so it can be reborn anew. There you go. And then Christopher Barker says, Book of Boba Fett was bad. Baby Yoda is a waste. Oh, I cannot stand that little rodent. I cannot. Bring on the copter savers. Hell no, I'm not going to paint the copter savers. Let's see here. Ancient One says here, I'm doing well at OG Star Wars. How's everyone? And I think everyone's doing well here. We're just having a bit of Star Wars conversation here. Enjoying it. Let's see here. Okay. Look at that. That's friggin' amazing. Looks cool. Some of these textures I want to keep in, obviously. I do. Especially on the planets. And some things I don't really want to fix because it just brings character out for the planets, the planet texture, because they're not fully circled. We see them as full circled, right? But they're not. When you get closer, you do see the texture of horizons and stuff like that, and it's freaking amazing. Let's see here. What'd you do right there? Stop. There we go. There we go. All right. Let me see what you guys have to say. Laugh not for you to paint. Okay, I'm like, hell no, Tuscan, hell no. If I did, I would send that to you because, you love them so much. You're always talking about them. I would have to paint it for you and send you a copy or actually the actual painting signed and all just for you, Tuscan. Just for you, Greg. Have a special painting from me. Maybe one with little Boba Fett from Attack of the Clones. There you go. That would be so much fun. I would love to see your reaction. Soul Assassin says, get OG to 25 likes and she'll paint Baby Yoda picture. Honestly, I did a watercolor of him. It was a commission painting, and then I made copies. So I did at one point, because if someone commissions me to do a painting and it's a pretty good commission, I'll go ahead and do it. Yeah. But I'm thinking twice about that, though. Now I'm like, do I really want to spend my time trying to paint something I don't care for? I mean, but I'm being hired. So there you go. I don't know. I don't know. That's a very big conflict, but it is money in the pocket too. The Sentinel says it's King Midas in reverse at Ancient One. Also, you guys are chatting there. Christopher Barker says, I hear they'll ruin Darth Plagueis in Acolyte, along with some Old Republic stuff they bring into the show. Oh yeah, of course. It's characters they bring in. That's their thing. They do that. And I'm not surprised by that at all. Let's see here. Not surprised. Ooh, look at that little there. There we go. A little here. A little here. There we go. Let's go ahead and just take care of that. The glowy part of the stick. Let's see here. Ooh, look at that. That's amazing. Isn't that cool how that works? Whoa. I feel like I'm just like this magician or whatever, and I'm doing tricks. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Let's see here. Tuscan, only if he is being ripped apart limb by limb. There you go. And then Ancient One. The day Disney captured the Fox War, or the Fox, was the moment they put themselves in a dangerous position. Mouse gets careless about a cornered fox will be mean fox will cripple the mouse. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting analogy, but when will that be? When the mouse is more deadlier than the fox? Let's see here. And Studying the Brave says, as a freelance artist, every commission is a yes answer, no matter what little green turd you got to draw, right? But that I always rethink myself afterwards. I'm like, really? But I guess it was a commission piece. But that's a tough one. I need more of the white here. And see if I want to add a color. I haven't showed you guys here yet. Go ahead and get the color I need. And then, oops, wrong one. Oh shit, that's the wrong paintbrush. Let's see here. Let's go to a normal textured one. Maybe one more blurry because that will do it. And then I just go ahead and paint that in there. If I feel like I need to go lighter, I'll find the different shade of it. And there you go. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead. I went too far right there. Whoops, it all did it together. Let's see here. So there you go. See, this is the magic of like digital painting and stuff too. And when you get to really just work on and touch up your art, get it cleaned up and stuff, you can brighten up an area there, and then go back with your regular brush in real life onto the actual piece and do the same changes if you want. All kinds of fun stuff, you guys. All kinds of fun stuff here. All right, let's go here. Let's go. Let me see what you guys have to say here. Okay. I also think it's stupid for Lucasfilm not to recast actors for old characters. They came out with some kind of bogus excuse lately. So just to do their deep fake type face now. So that was really odd, and I really don't care for the deep fake because or the just pasting the face on there like they're doing, because you're limited to. I mean, in a sense you are, I think, but who knows? I mean, do you guys care about the deep fake kind of thing? Whoa, look at that. Okay, I might have to go back and do that later, but I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Keep the texture. This is oil paint, so so I do want to keep some strokes and stuff. Good strokes, but yeah, I want to keep some of the stuff on here, some of the little necks and stuff. Let me see here. Awesome. Wow, let me see here. Let me see if that works. Nope, it didn't work like how I wanted it to. Damn you. I'm gonna have to go with the color. So here's another example, you guys. Get the color, and this time maybe I'll go with the paintbrush, but not the blurry, not the blurred version, and then I'll go ahead and color that in. There we go. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? And that's too dark on that side, so let me go ahead and undo that part. It might undo everything with this last one. Oh no. All right, so that's the beauty of this, is that you can make any little tiny corrections. Again, it helps me analyze and say, okay, I missed this part here. I can go back and redo it. And it's all fun. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. Let's see here. Did I get that color that I want? Nope. Nope. Like I said, I look at tones and what's going on. And then I can even make it opaque or translucent just to go with the image. There you go. Let me see here. And up here. And I'll color over that. Okay, work with me. Work with me. There we go. I feel like I need some painting music on here. But then I probably play some music and then I probably get taken out by YouTube. All right, so let's see what you guys have to say. Robot Luke was cringe. Yeah, it was. I mean, some people liked it, but I don't know. And then someone clip good strokes. I know, right? Have you seen the video of Ewan McGregor talking about the racist Star Wars fans? Yeah, we did talk about that before you came in, and I thought that was very disingenuous with him. But that I just really think that he should have really investigated there. Maybe it's just timing. Maybe it was a setup. I don't know. So let's see here. Let me go ahead and there we go. I think that is better. Let's see here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. And dealing with Quinlan Voss, he's got like a dreadlock kind of hair bunched going on here. So this texture was fun to work with. Let's see here. There we go. And I do want to go ahead and try to heal these parts up. Let me see what I could do here. Oh, okay. I think I like that. And I got a little bit of correction going where I want to go. And let me go ahead and see if I could fill in these little blanks here. Fill in the blank. Oops, that was too much. Let me see here. There we go. And then let me see here. Grab that. Well, let me go here. I'm like, oh, let me go here. And then you guys are like, what the hell is she talking about? Nope, that's not working. Okay. All right, let me see what you guys have to say. Ancient One. Oh, also, OG Story. I figured it out, too, when you and the Lady Toriel were talking about if Anakin Skywalker was more in line with his emotions where he did turn to the dark side. I came up with a crazy conclusion is that Obi-Wan Kenobi would actually turn to the dark side instead, and wow, he would mind trick so many people to turn them against one another. Interesting theory there. And then let's see here. What's going on? Yeah, so Gilladorn, hello again. All it takes is one fake tweet to make the racist lie believable. Yeah, I agree. Let me see here. I really want to go back and just work on this lightsaber a little bit more, seeing the details and what's going on here. I am being very picky right now about the saga. I am critiquing my own work right now, and you are seeing me in the process right here. So, but I think sometimes, like, there's little pieces here. Let me see here. The size is 13? Let me see if this will work. Here. Did it go? Are you going to catch up with me, program? Did it go? Oh, yeah, it did. Let me see here. So here I am critiquing my own shit. Let's see here. And then, so you guys, thank you again for hanging out with me this long. It's like coming up 9 already, and I started at 7:30. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I didn't see if I got any super chats. I do have another screen in front of me. So every bit counts. Even just hanging out with me in the chats counts. I just appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are amazing. If you are a member of the channel, you will be entered to win a copy of the coming Boba Fett art piece I'm doing. I haven't came up with a name yet. I don't know what the hell to call it. So if any one of you guys have any suggestions, again, it's going to be with Slave One, and it's gonna it has Boba Fett, and yeah. So I don't know what the hell to call it. I don't know what to title it whatsoever. So if you guys want to help me in the chat right here, just throw ideas out. Maybe I should do a drawing with that, and you can also win a painting if I select your idea. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with ways of giving back. Let's see here. Let me scan out of this. I want to take a look on what I did. And then we'll play around with some of the, oh, look at that. I didn't know I pressed that. Look at that. All right, let's get out of that. There we go. All right. So I just want to, I just want to give more incentives to you guys. So even if you're a channel member or not, and you want to share title, and if I choose it, if I eventually decide to choose one, then you have a chance of winning a copy of the painting. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me see here. into it, and I may come late, but better late than never. Thank you so much. And I have 15 of you guys still in here. Yeah. So what are you, if you guys are reading right now, what are you reading? And what are you into right now? Like with the Star Wars novels, what are you reading? And just give me a little insight on that. I will take a look and check it out. Let me see here. Okay, so let me know. And yeah, so let me know. Um, Revelation. Oh my God, you're on Revelation of the Legacy of the Force. Oh my God, you're almost done. I really want to pick your. I just really want to just know, like how you're enjoying the series so far, Tim. I do. I'm just like super excited. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's like New Jedi Order and this one. Oh my God, them together. It's just magical shit. I swear to God, I love both of them. And then I'm so behind. I'm so behind on reviews. I know you are, but I mean, you're going through them. I understand, you're busy and stuff, but man, I just want to pick your brain on that. I really do, because I really enjoyed the series. I really do. I mean, yeah, there's a book or two that's slower than the others, or like, what the hell were they thinking? But altogether, Legacy of the Force is such a great read, and I think Karen Travis does shine in the series, and I think because this is right before she quits. And I think if she didn't leave, she would have been a main author for Fate of the Jedi. And I think that would have been phenomenal with Boba Fett in that too. And the Mandalorians in that, because they have the siege of the temple. The Mandalorians do the siege of the temple in the Fate of the Jedi. And I think she would have been really, really good for that one. Really, really good. Yeah, so I am so excited to hear. Like, you could just tell it in my voice right now. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So look at his face right here. I wonder, yeah, there's a few things I'm going to go ahead and correct on here because they're not intentional. Like right here. There we go. Awesome. Other than that, I think I am pleased with just the texture and stuff around his face. His stubble beard. I mean, he's just this handsome kind of character, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm just glad that, as female fans, and of course there was never any female fans until Disney Star Wars, right? But as female fans have actual characters to, really, really gawk at to, I guess you can say, because it's only human nature. And see, I want to redo his tattooing here. I could see that some of that gold, because I do have metallic gold that I can put in there. It didn't. Maybe it's just the scan, so I might just have to go over that with just my paintbrush here. That I like his scar. His scar looks really believable there. You have the deep healing edges in it and stuff like that. And then whoever wants to show Sentinel's tweet, or not tweet, chat here, go ahead. And then Tim says she's the best of the three here. Yeah, she truly is. You should do a Mara Jade painting next. I do have a Mara Jade painting next. In fact, there's something I have to finish on her image, and then it'll be ready to be scanned and then ready to be edited, and then I will have that for sale as well. So stay tuned for that. It's just sometimes if you're an artist, you'll understand what I have to say about this. But sometimes we put down a painting for a little while, then we return to it. And I do have one, basically a landscape painting that I'm doing that's basically the Northern Redwoods, basically indoor painting if you want to go that route, that I have to finish. I haven't really been painting lately, and I miss it. I need to get back into my old routine of giving myself the time to sit and be creative and paint. Let me see how this looks. Yeah, I'll have to go through that and fix his tattoo. So I'll go do that later. That will have to be my total attention there, because there's going to be some details I have to work on with that. So there you go. So he has his, it's not really tattoo, it's really his paint, I guess you can say, that his markings. And let's see here. I think I'm done. Let's go ahead and for now. And let's go ahead and just play along with some of the effects here to see exactly how it looks on him. Get ideas. I don't think these are going to go on Redbubble, because even though Asajj didn't get a copyright, and why did that move? Oh, look at that. That's freaking crazy. There we go. But I wasn't intending that one. That is freaking crazy. That's a nice little texture piece right there if you want to go in that pointillist kind of direction. Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Let's use the one I used on Yoda. Let's see how that looks. And it is called, it doesn't say. Oh, come on. It's catching up to me. Sometimes I move too quick on this. All right, so I see that this has jumped a little bit. The female fans get horny too. Well, duh. Karen Travis is the main reason Clone Wars and Mandalorians got off the ground. Correct. She created a vast new planet and world, and even the Tong, because the Tong were originally from Coruscant, and then they made their way and basically they settled on a planet named it Mandalore. And we have the whole story that evolves from that. And it wasn't a species after the Tong. It ended up being, if anybody wants to take up the code, the lifestyle, the culture, what have you, depending on what area you are in, then you're adopted. Adoption, like adopting, it wasn't just about blood, species, same people, same family type of culture, so, and it was very unique. It was very vast and unique in its own sense. And now when you look at it after Filoni, the Clone Wars, it's basically human species. So talk about erasing diversity there. Are you kidding me? Like erasing diversity, okay? And then they continued it still down that road. And then they have the qualm. They just had to bitch and complain about no diversity in Star Wars before Disney. And that is so disingenuous. Even for those who have worked in Star Wars pre-Disney, it's like, another big F you, middle finger to you because of that. Oh damn, okay, I wasn't looking at the screen, like my art screen here. And that looks pretty cool too, just the way it is. That would make a badass picture too. How many of you would purchase a picture with this type of, it's called old photo? So how many of you guys would want a picture of this, like this, just like in this old photo texture kind of deal? All right, let's see what you guys have to say here. Oh my god, OMG, they withheld the comment for horny. My god. Right? You can't talk about now. If I was like in if only fans or whatever, I don't know what the hell it's called, then maybe not. I don't know. It depends on the approach. Holy OPP, hey OPP, since I just had to clear out quite a bit of Star Wars community I was following, do you know any other good ones to follow? Myself, Tim, and others we can share with you on who we would recommend. We can't really gauge for you on who you want to follow, but we can suggest. The Sentinel says, OG, besides Quinlan, in your opinion, who's the sexiest Star Wars character? I think I like those roughneck bad boy looking guys, I guess you could say. Maybe, I don't know. There was this, and I'm just gonna go there, I guess there was a recent study about women who were put on the pill, and like for whatever reasons they decided to go on birth control pill, and during that time they were attracted to more men who were low testosterone during that time when they're on the pill. And then once they got off the pill, basically they found their partners less attractive and started finding men who with higher testosterone more attractive. So there you go. So, but that's just what I came up with. That's what you reminded me of. Like I said, I like the roughneck, or the bad boys, or the guys who can handle their shit, basically, who will go and stick up for a cause, or even those bad guys who are so into their own reasoning why and stuff like that. So in Star Wars, I would say Cade Skywalker as well. I just thought really, I'll post some on Twitter on the community page or whatever. So there's my answer in long. And then Orange Hat says, I need to go, need sleep. Have a good night, everyone. You too. Have a good night. Let's see here. Go ahead. Yeah. And Orange Hat says to Jackson, go ahead and DM. let's see here. Have a good night. Everybody's saying good night. Filoni removed every single cool thing about the Night Sisters and molded them into some dumb generic witches. And that's the same with not Qui-Gon. That's the same with Quinlan. He was totally changed from this bad boy, this guy who can handle his shit, into the stupid surfer dude guy. And yeah, so I did not agree with that whatsoever. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do that red one. So it's going to fetch. Oh, wait. Nope. I don't want to do that one. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, let me see. Get out of that. Okay. It's like, okay. It's telling me to slow your roll, Laura. Okay. Let's see here. I'm a sucker for a bad girl. I can't help it. I'm a moth to a flame. I think a lot of people are a moth to a flame, I guess. You're attracted to what you're attracted to, right? And then C. Jackson says, in sporadic at putting stuff out, I mainly read and collect pre-D media and books. I agree. People do you. And, you always have myself and others like me with similar, ideas about the channels and what they want to represent and stuff like that. You can chat with us about that. And let me see here. I don't want that. There you go. And I don't want that. Stop, I say. Stop. All right. And let me see here. Open Air says, if I were gay, I like guys who wear scarves in the summer, eat soy milk cereal, and beg for his life if someone looks at him wrong. But hey, that'd be gay. Oh my god, that was hilarious. That was crazy. Let's see here. What else do I want to do here real quick? Let's do that dark mode one again, that oil paint or whatever it's called, and then we'll start wrapping up. All right, so that's just kind of similar to mine, but just darker in tone, and so not very not really into that one, but hey, let me see. I'm going to go do that one. Let me see here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Soul Assassin says, what's wrong with bad girls? They have the most fun. Colleen hints. Yep, exactly. Colleen. Oh, God, yeah. And their story at the end was it at first was tragic, but he ends up surviving and almost like a happy ending, I guess you can say, in a sense, if you want to go that route. So let me see here. Let me go to the filters. And let's see how this looks. This is the smudge one like I did. I think it's better looking on Yoda's. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the smudge one looked better on Yoda's. If you were here when I did Yoda's with the smudge effect or filter, let's see here. I am really a Halford guy and not an Elton guy. Yeah? And then Steven Saucedo, I could see that. Hey, OG chat and woo, hello. Open Airlocks is saying hello. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this one here that's up on the screen. This filter is called Smudge, and I can adjust it where I need to, but this is the default one going there. It's okay, but I think it's because of the tone and stuff. I don't care for it that much. I don't know, but let me see what you guys have to say about this one. And Open Air says, and why I'm saying I am anything to do with gay Englishman rockers, I have no idea. You are really contemplating that, aren't you, buddy? He's like, I gotta think through this shit. All right, let me see here. And one more filter. Smart blur. Let's check out the smart blur. And Devious Lord, hello, greetings. How are you doing? And thank you for coming to the channel. And Tim says not gay. Yep, I know that. It's very apparent on what you like to share on Twitter and stuff, and I have no problem with that. Do you? I always appreciate getting inspired by. I look at it differently when you guys post who you're attracted to, models or what have you. It just always inspires me. Like, okay, I can be my best. I can do my best. I can be my best at my age, my size, my weight, what have you, keeping myself healthy. It only encourages me. And I think women stopped seeing it that way. Now it's like, I just don't want to do the work. So let's go ahead and praise all bodies, like in a sense of being healthy. And it's not that. You get into shape for yourself, for your life, all of that. Let me see here. So these filters, I'm not really liking these effects and filters with Quinlan Vos. I really like how I just have them for myself. But that's just me. All right, let's see what's going on here. Greg and I were fight over an SI girl, or was it S1 or SI girl? Yeah. Oh yeah, the Sports Illustrated. That's right. Yeah, that was funny. Let's see here. I just posted dumb shit and poor jokes. Hey, wow, that's good. That's fine. I appreciate. I like your posts and stuff. And hey, Matthew, got it. How are you doing? Did anyone else like Legacy? Loved it. Kate Skywalker versus Darth Crate. I know. That's one of my favorite as well. We'll do what now? So Greg chimes in. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in with me. I'm going to go ahead and just save what edits I have on this. And I appreciate it so much that you guys are here with me, that you guys, basically shoot the shit with me, basically, if you want to call it that. And just hung out, and watched me edit and see what I do behind the scenes when it comes to my art. And I'm happy to get these prints out and ready for purchase. And to those who won copies of these 2 paintings that I worked on today, congratulations. They'll be out to you. I'm going to surprise you with the size. So I'm not going to reveal that to you guys right now. So just you guys could be a little surprised on that. And again, as always, you guys, channel members, subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Always coming in, always chatting with me, always shooting the shit, all of that. So thank you very, very much for your continued support. Again, the channel is strictly or mainly George Lucas era, but I will report news that's going on regarding Star Wars. I have a couple videos out regarding that. And I will also critique the Disney faux lore on its continuity. That's what I'm about too. So those who get upset about, oh, you can't talk about, you don't like Disney Star Wars, so you shouldn't be talking about it. I critique the continuity. I critique the lore, compared to George Lucas era, and that's just part of my channel. And I have a lot of material right now to do for my compare and contrast with this just 2 episodes of Obi-Wan series. So and everybody discussing and basically doing mental gymnastics like it's not breaking continuity. I can't believe that, but maybe I can. It's their Disney shills, right? So thank you guys again for supporting and coming in and hanging out. Hey, that showed. Wow. Okay. Now it's not gonna let me snap out of that one. There you go. So thank you guys again. You guys have a great day, and may the force be with you.
The fate of the galaxy is now in your hands. With the new LEGO Star Wars Slave 1, you can load Captain Solo, arm your weapon systems, man the cockpit, and take off with the most feared ship in the galaxy. But watch out for rebel ships. No matter the enemy, no matter the firepower, you control the action. With the new LEGO Star Wars collection.
Another happy landing.